A Rebuttal to Machiavelli, an analysis of Frederick the Great's The Anti-Machiavel by H.G.FASS. Introduction. Frederick the Great, King of Prussia, was a monarch known not only for his military acumen, but also for his intellectual pursuits and enlightened ideas. Among his significant contributions to political thought is his philosophical work, The Anti-Machiavel. In this essay, we will examine the principal points presented in Frederick's The Anti-Machiavel, articulating his criticisms of Machiavelli's The Prince. Frederick's critique underscores several ways in which Machiavelli's teachings were flawed and potentially detrimental to fostering a virtuous and well-ordered society. Contrasting the ruthless pragmatism of Machiavelli, Frederick proposes a vision of a ruler who governs with humanity, justice, and moral integrity. Frederick's rejection of cynical realism. One of the fundamental points in Frederick's The Anti-Machiavel is his rejection of the cynical realism that pervades Machiavelli's The Prince. Machiavelli advocates for a view of political power that leans heavily on manipulation, deceit, and fear as necessary tools for maintaining control. Frederick criticizes this notion by arguing that such an approach corrodes the moral fabric of society, leading to tyranny and instability. He suggests that leadership should be rooted in virtues such as honesty, sincerity, and respect. Frederick believes that a ruler who earns the love and respect of their subjects through benevolence will maintain a more stable reign than one who rules through fear and manipulation. Emphasis on moral integrity. Central to Frederick's criticism is the argument that political leadership should not be divorced from personal morality. Machiavelli's assertion that the ends justify the means is deeply problematic for Frederick. He argues that such thinking encourages rulers to discard ethical considerations in pursuit of power and success, promoting a culture of corruption and moral decay. Instead, Frederick posits that true leadership is exemplified through moral integrity and righteousness. By adhering to ethical principles, a ruler sets a standard for the society at large, fostering a culture based on justice and virtue, which is crucial for the creation of a harmonious and equitable society. The role of virtue and enlightenment. Frederick also places significant emphasis on the importance of virtue and enlightenment in governance. Contrary to Machiavelli's advice that a prince need only appear virtuous, Frederick argues that genuine virtue is essential for effective leadership. He believes that enlightened rulers, who are educated and morally sound, can discern the wisest policies that benefit the common good rather than mere self-interest. Moreover, Frederick asserts that a virtuous ruler acts as a guardian of the state's moral and ethical standards, promoting an environment in which justice and humanity prevail. Critique of Machiavellian manipulation. A crucial component of Frederick's rebuttal is his criticism of Machiavellian manipulation. He contends that a ruler's reliance on manipulation undermines trust both within the government and among the populace. Frederick suggests that the constant need for deception weakens the state, as citizens and officials become suspicious and cynical, damaging the bond between the ruler and the ruled. He posits that honest and transparent governance fosters trust and loyalty, which are more sustainable foundations for authority and societal stability. Consequences on society. Finally, Frederick delves into the broader social implications of Machiavellian principles. He argues that a society governed by fear and manipulation is incapable of achieving genuine progress. Instead, it stagnates under oppression and distrust. Conversely, a society led by rulers who champion justice, moral conduct, and benevolent governance flourishes because it encourages civic responsibility, creativity, and a cooperative spirit among its citizens working together. Frederick's vision aligns with the ideals of the Enlightenment, advocating for a society built on reason, ethics, and mutual respect. Conclusion. Frederick the Great's The Anti-Machiavel serves as a compelling rebuttal to the tenets of Machiavellian thought. Through his critique, Frederick articulates a model of governance that places virtue and moral integrity at its core, contrasting sharply with Machiavelli's pragmatic and often unscrupulous counsel. By championing principles of justice, honesty, and enlightened leadership, Frederick presents a blueprint for a society built on trust and ethical leadership. In doing so, he not only identifies the fundamental flaws in Machiavelli's theories, but also offers a vision of a more humane and flourishing social order, proving that governance entwined with virtue is not only desirable, but necessary for the creation of a truly healthy society.